be feeling like the world just being chaos. We talk about darkness so much and don't realize our solar system produces the darkness and electricity produces the algorithms and the channels and we manifest emotions because all of the things we feel, all this energy is in sync with our bodies. I've never felt like I can be successful and be such a failure at the same time, like I felt in this day. I was born in '86. I'm technically an '80s baby, and I watch how the world shifted, especially with electronics. I watch how people in the world just succumb to what's hot or what's local because that's what we see. That's basically what we are attracted to is what's local, what we see other people around us being attracted to, and we learn what they like. But what I've noticed is that not too many people are willing to learn to realize what they like. There's something about authenticity, and you learn that as a child, and you learn that based off what your mother taught you, your daddy taught you, your grandmother, your grandfather. You learn it based off that, and when you abandon life's principle, because life's principle, pardon, is ultimately generational, you abandon principle. You abandon moral because you learn moral principle through your family, and usually they learn it from a branch of religion or just education or just life experience that produce wisdom. We're in a place where the '80s babies are the most mature adults in this time. No other, I would say, age, the '70s, the '60s, the '50s, they don't understand this age. The '80s are ushered into the millennial age, where we're just young adults coming into the millennial age, then we become full-grown adults, and in the meanwhile, we have children who are just born millennials. They're born into the age where all of this information can be acquired, but just from Hey Siri or just from a touch of a button. I miss the days where we could read a book and then absorb all of the information, where our imaginations ran wild. And now your imagination can become true all of a sudden just from a click of a button. You can just click a video. You can, whatever you think of, now all of a sudden there's answers, and you have to thank the cosmos, because the cosmos produces the electricity, the rain, the heat, the cold, everything we need, the moon and the sun. You have to thank God for all that we have, but then you have to thank us for ruining everything that God has given us, because that's what we do. And we have like a primal instinct, and we got to thank God for having a primal instinct, because we have literature like the Bible that says, hey, I gave you this world for you to have dominion over, and it's like, you know, with the male testosterone and then with the female testosterone, everybody wants to be in charge, and it's like, how does this even qualify for everybody on the earth? Because everybody can't run the earth at the same time. I think this is, it's strange to utter such words like we all have dominion when we all come from kings and queens, and we come from kingdom where kingdoms are ranked, and you have the lower and then you have the upper. It's not to say that we aren't all equal, but then we have things like money, we have things like gold, silver, we have things like mansions, we have things like cars, we have things like investments, and then you want to go into modern times. We have carriages, we have land, we have crop, we have trade, and we have trade in this age, but trade in this age is not the same as in that age where we're able to trade amongst each other. We're not able to trade amongst each other unless we get hit with a RICO or something like that. It's just more or less like, black people, we know how to utilize what we have to make a buck. And not only the white people, just any human being on this earth who's really trying to make it in life, you have this inner voice talking to you, telling you, man, I need to get it. I need to do this. I need to go do that because I want to feel. But not only that, I want to appear. And the appearance of having money matched with having money may be the greatest feeling in the world. And so much so women abandon love for it.